Anyways, alright, so this is the next map, Cargo. I already uploaded a video on Cargo, but there were some things that I couldn't show you because I was solo. With this modded menu, or mode, you're able to go so much farther. So I'll see if I can show you that in just a second. Firstly, there's a few places to get out of. There's that spot. I just got out of right now, but honestly, it was kind of pointless. You're just in that area. There's a barrier here, you cannot walk over there. There is a barrier there, which means you cannot go over there. And honestly, that road's not entirely real. If you remember my last video, I was mentioning about care package hopping. I'll show you in a second where. But you would care package hop all the way over here and then end up there. You can also wall breach here, but pointless. Over there you can jump over. I know that wall is fake for certain, that floor. I just didn't test it. But I'll test it right now. Alright. Let's see. So one of the few places to get out of is here. Usually houses are a really good way to get out of. There we go. Oh, never mind. Oh, there it is. Now I'm out. Now, again, how real this is, I don't remember. But yeah, that's fake. All of that over there. There's a barrier here. Kind of pointless. Barriers here. Barrier here. You can go over this wall, which I'll show you how. But yeah, barrier, barrier. I know you can jump, crouch jump in this, if I remember right. Oh, never mind. Oh well, let's go back into the map. Alright. So that's one way of getting out. The other way, which is my preferred method, is here. You just get on this. You just change once, walk back, and you're out. There's a barrier here. Huge barrier. Barrier over there. That's where we would care package hop. And then this wall, which you can go over this wall by doing this. Oh, one more change. One more. And there we go. Anytime that you change teams, you elevate, which means you can go over stuff. I don't know why I'm putting the attack insertion down, but I'm gonna go back in a second. Actually, I've never been on top of this building. Let's try that. Over here is fake. That's where you would care package hop your way over there. Let me see if I can get on top of this. Ah, clicking the wrong button. Let's see. Oh, chose the same team. Okay, death barrier. Awesome. Let me restart the mode. BRB. Alright, we're back in. And honestly, I'll show you that in a second, that part, because there's a lot more places outside there that are worth visiting. I'm not going to do that right now. Since I died up there, I just remembered. There is a very, 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 very low death barrier in this map. I think it's probably like the height of that, if I'm not mistaken. So if I go, or actually there, if I go any higher than that, I'll probably die. And to prove that, let me just check here. So there's a few good places to hide here. One of them is here. Usually all of these buildings you can go through, but I am pretty sure I'll die. Told you. Yep. Alright, let's restart again. So that's how low the sky barrier, the death barrier is. Alright, so now that we tested the death barrier out, let's get out of some more places. So you aren't able to get out over there. I'm pretty sure some part of that is fake, but let's see. Oh. Actually, is this even a good spot to try it? No, it's not. Here's good. Yep. Forgetting to do that. Okay. Actually, no, it wouldn't work. I think I'll die. I would definitely die. Close. And also, if you keep trying a spot and you are unable to go through the wall, more likely than not, that barrier, like that section for example, whenever you're prone breaching, if the barrier's too wide, even as perfect as you breach into the barrier, it will not let you go through. It'll just keep bouncing you back. So, there we go. I'm pretty sure I can get up through there. Let me just destroy that. Actually, there's another barrier. Okay, 1 second. I am pretty sure I might die, actually. I know that floor might be fake. Let's see. Close. Alright, this might be a double wall barrier, too. Meaning that it's just a thicker wall. Oh, I touched the wall there. Not possible. There it is, and I knew it. Alright, so there's another one. Let's restart. Alright, so we're back in for the third time, I think. As we know, over there's fake. It's not necessarily that it's fake, it's just that whole floor is fake. And I know that edge is real, right there. You can actually walk there. This map does not have that many good hiding spots, to be honest. I'm pretty sure you can get into these cargo places, but I do not want to do that. Nor do I have the energy to be honest. Reaching into, like, again, solid, thicker objects, it's more annoying. So, I'll show you how to get out of the map now, and the way that I prefer to do it. If you go up there, you'll die. If you go up there, you'll die. Alright. So again, my favorite spot to get out of is over here. Up. There's teams. And we're outside. Wall barrier there, or sky. I'm tired. Oh yeah. One more. Wait. I'm annoyed at myself that I keep activating third person. Podcaster. Oh. Alright, we're back outside. Yeah, I went a little too high. Actually, no, I pressed triangle by accident, I forgot. So yeah, most of you may have already seen the previous video. If not, quick refresher. Over here, invisible, you can't go over there. This is fake. There you go, prone blocked. Over there, you can care package jump or hop, but it's kind of annoying and pointless. It's not really in a good spot over there. You can all the way over here. All of these cargo crates are fake, so you can go through them. That bridge, hopefully could have been real, but it's not. So that sucks. And yeah. Okay. Let's go back over here. Although this is fake. That would be so cool if it was real, but it's not. This entire concrete slab is real. Over here, you can Jesus walk or water, walk on water. Here, it's fake. If you ever, I never showed it on the other video, but if you ever fall here, like this, you can jump. Or if you go too low, actually, I'm not gonna do that. If you go very low, you can dolphin dive up here. I'm not gonna do that right now because I might die, and I don't want to do that. All right, I'm gonna speed this up. Actually, before I do, let me put a stupid thing here. Just don't feel like walking back. All right, I'm back. So this is the edge of one side of the map. If you guys see over there, just a little sneak peek. But yeah, over here, if you keep walking all the way, you can reach this point. This is fake. Buildings are fake. Bridge is fake. Island is fake. Towers are fake. Alright, you can swim in this water. And the way to do that, if you guys saw the long video on Aftermath, you just dolphin dive and look up. Once you touch the water, you'll be fine. Here's a little bit more easier to notice if you're looking horizontally or not because of the line over there, but look up a little bit, try to reach the portion of the water when you can see it. There we go. Stop moving. Yeah, the texture's glitchy a little bit. Once you're here, you can look forward, just make sure you're horizontally, and you can move. And there you go, you're swimming. Alright, so let me go back because if I were to show a swimming video, I would teach you, I would go all around the entire map, and I don't want to do that. So, which map am I? I'm FBI. Okay. Back in the tactical insertion. Alright, so, next spot. We're gonna walk on water. Now, this is the reason why I give this map a 9 out of 10. It's because of the size of it. As you guys saw, I kept walking all the way to the very end. And now, this buoy over here just to be safe. There we go. Now we're gonna walk on water. And I'm just gonna speed this up, but basically keep walking until you see the mist. Once you see the mist, turn left. Walk straight until you reach the the boat. It's the second time I do the same error. And from there you can walk over there. So yeah. Alright, there we go. There's a small pause in the recording because my best friend showed up, but we're fine. Alright, so on this side, I didn't show you this side before because I was not too sure how it worked, but I remember now. So this is fake. Yep. Don't go too far, if not you'll die. And you can dolphin dive here. Come on. I could use the wall and the teleportation thingy to get up there, but I would really like to get up like this. We'll just do the old way. Close. There we go. Yep. Okay. Anyways, that floor's fake. You are able to care package hop your way around this entire area, but honestly, there's no point. Just trust me on it, bro. Everything is fake. This is fake. As you can see, the bullets aren't even hitting it. If you're looking for a good hiding spot, honestly, I would say this is the best spot. Because you're surrounded by death barriers. There you go. That's the wall. This might be real, actually. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure this is real too. Like you're gonna see how thick this barrier is in a second. You see how thick that is? Like the edge is all the way over there and over here. So breaching from there to over here is pretty difficult. You gotta be careful. There it is. Okay. As you can see, the floor is fake there compared to over here. Is there any way to tell? There it is. That's fake. This is real. There might be an easy way to get out of the map through this side. Easier way, that is. That's fake. And then just landing in this corner, and then from here you can just walk over here. I'll look into that at the end of the video. If there is, I'll add it. If not, well, at least you guys already know. Yeah, no, I know for certain this barrier is thicker than most, but who knows? No, it's not gonna let me. Okay. It took a while, I'll be honest. I think the timing might have to be perfect, but you're able to. I know this goes far, this goes out a bit before it turns fake. There it is. Mm-hmm. There it is. I wish that was all real, but it's not, sadly. So let's continue with the video. The next places to go are over here. As you all have seen, I've avoided trying dying, so that way I could still elevate myself when switching teams, and you'll see the reason why. This is the last place we need to elevate. Over here. Now in my old cargo video, I did not get up there as I didn't have enough care packages to get up there, but here I can just elevate. Boom. And yeah, that's the last elevate that I need to do. That's fake. That's fake. We won't leave this here because I'd like to show you something. I'm going to speed it up here. Awesome. Okay, so, yep. I don't know why or who decided this, but all of this is real. Let's find out until which point it's fake. Actually, it could have been that this entire place was real. No, never mind. You see the floor there? There it is. So that's their point. So whenever you reach those care packages, watch out. But yeah, all of this is real. Those hills are real. Because we're so far outside the map, look how it's bugging. All of this is real. Buildings are still fake, sadly. But, yeah. Alright. Speeding it up. Alright, and we just about reached the edge. So, we're pretty far. We're not as far as the other side, but the cool thing about this place, and the reason why I like this map, you can swim over here too, as you can see, the buggy mess. And you can also swim underneath the map. So let's do this one first. Dolphin dive, look up, hits the water, and if you move a little bit higher, you should be seeing the water soon. I'm floating, 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 and there we go. And then you can just whoosh your way across the entire ocean. So yeah, as you can see, I'm moving sideways, well, behind, gliding, yada yada yada, rada rada rada. Alright, let's go back. So let me go down, falling, but I'm just gonna click the grenade. Alright, and then you can dolphin dive here. Look up, look at that entire road. Glonk. Okay, almost. There you go. And you can swim down here too. So let's elevate a little bit. It's a little bit easier to see the horizon. So just align yourself with that. And you just push your way to the map. Y'all can explore that yourself. This is the other cool part about this map. These hills are huge. They're actually, some of them might be higher than the buildings. And they're all explorable. And that's why I consider this map between my top 5 favorite maps to get out of in Black Ops 2. My number 1 still has to be Rush. I actually said it in the setup video, but I haven't showed you all the reason why I like that map. Maybe in the future, once I get all of the standard maps out, and then we'll move over to the DLCs. Some maps you aren't able to get out of, but there's really nothing to do. And some maps like Carrier or Hijack. Carrier you technically can get out of, but there's nothing to do. Hijack you can get on the Sky Barrier, which I'll try to get here too. The Sky Barrier on the map by itself is a death barrier, so you can get on it, but you aren't able to get on the one at the very top. Let's see. Alright, I'm just gonna speed it up. I'm basically just gonna be running around the entire edge and looking into the map, so y'all enjoy. Alright, so as you guys can see, we're about to reach the highest point. Well, not really, but yeah, we're pretty high. From inside the map, you would never be able to tell that there was actually hills in this map. And I do not know why they're here. I do not know why they're real, but I'm glad that they are. If you guys ever want to hide from somebody, honestly, this is the best place. Here or underneath the map, one of the two. You guys can choose. But yeah, here the only reason that it's good is because if you see somebody coming your way, you can always just run, start running in circles. They'll never catch you. Instead of speeding it up, I'm just gonna cut it, as honestly, there's still a lot to go. I would like to reach that end point over there, and also the highest point. So I'll cut into it whenever we get there. Alright, so we reached the highest point in Cargo. So, well, technically, you're calling a solid floor, then yeah. You can dolphin dive here to reach the bottom of the floor, the map, and then swim. You can hide here if you see somebody running to you. Just keep running that way, I guess. Alright, now to reach that point. And with that, I think we should be good to go. Never mind. Probably that edge is not real. Alright, well that should be good. Cargo done. Well, and trying to figure out that corner, like I said, I found this room. So, this is a good spot to hide. Oh, let's try to go through here. And I knew it. Ah! Yeah, that's the one issue with that. Now thinking about it, you might be able to get into this cargo crate too. This one here. Right there. Yep, you're able to. You can't jump though because you're inside a barrier. But yeah, let me change teams. I do not want to be here.
Objectives.
Alright, we're not going any higher, so let's try it. And we're falling. I knew the sky barrier wasn't that high. And I knew it. Either probably needed a little bit more, or there is just no sky barrier here, which, to my recollection, I don't remember there being one. Oh well. Catch you all on the next one.